3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
We're waiting on Miss Wanda as usual.
Always.
This is Danny, and it will be my wife Wanda when she gets here from Deep South
I forgot my
Homestead.
water. Hold on.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
And I'm Amanda from Freedom Makers.
We are here, ready to do our live stream tonight, enjoying ourselves. Like we're a little scatterbrained tonight, but we're getting there.
Well, it is a frenzy.
It's been a crazy day.
It's a frenzy. That's
A
exactly
canning
right.
frenzy. Why not?
Might as well.
I'm sorry I'm late, guys.
Don't worry about it. There ain't nobody in the room yet.
Yeah.
There we
Well,
go.
Lou's here.
Lou is always here.
Don't say there's nobody in the room.
Lou
Lou's
is always here.
Lou, you need to come to Deep South and we'll go get you some veggies at the U-Pick.
Oh,
She
yeah.
wanted to go to the U-Pick. She said
I'll assure you,
if you
Well,
come
there's
down
plenty.
here, we'll take you.
you will be freaking out if you go
So
there.
see, we got people popping in. Susan and Papa Truck, Kubota Acres, Lisa, Florida Homesteader, Firefly, Moon Pie, Mama Tried, Diana, Duncan, Gaussmania.
Yeah.
Okay,
Deal.
and then I'm not sure, Lavisha Young.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that right? Even
Hey,
Christy Bates, Mary Beth, and Country Homestead Preacher, and a whole lot of other people just popping
those
in.
people just popping in. That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
So we've been busy.
Very.
Very, very busy this week. All three of us have.
Now, not only did we have our stuff like potatoes and green beans that we've been canning, this one shows up and we go to the U-Pick it,
You know it.
and we added a whole lot more stuff to our canning thing.
We've
And
been
so,
canning at least 4 to 5 canners every day.
yeah,
I've been
plus
here since Tuesday.
dehydrating. We've
Yes.
done our
Yeah,
dehydrating.
Yeah.
we're trying to keep the dehydrator running constantly.
Matter of fact, it's going now, I think, ain't it?
It is.
Onions and peppers.
Yeah. So we've got some pictures we'll be showing off and on in a little bit
Mm-hmm.
because we've been canning like crazy.
Yep.
Danny's a...
Slave driver.
Slave driver.
I don't know. I'm beginning to wonder if it's Amanda or me or Danny. I think it's a
Well,
combination.
yesterday it was me. I had Wanda in the kitchen. I was mopping the kitchen at like, what, 9:30?
I was
I was like,
wiping
hey,
down
Wanda.
cabinets.
We were all tired, but.
But, and then we folded clothes.
Yeah, and then we sat on the bed and folded clothes till 10 something.
But we got it all done
But it's way more fun together.
than it is by
than it-
yourself.
yeah.
Because my
It's
clothes
been a
still
blast.
wouldn't be folded. Just saying.
Some motivation.
Yeah. And today, what did we do? We did peaches.
Canned peaches today.
Yeah. Peaches.
22 pints.
Okay, so I
Yes.
reckon I need to show some stuff.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm usually the one running all that. So we're
I'm
gonna
in
let
the
Miss Wanda.
middle.
She's in the
so
middle.
Let me
On the
go.
wrong side.
All right, let me go back. All right, so I'm not sure what kind of order.
Oh, we're not even watching this, guys. Time to sew. We are just starting to look. We have been trying to help them can, so we have not really started. There are a couple places that I've seen online that I'm really interested in looking at, and so we're going to try to do that this week.
How do you get the squash sap? Okay, this is a tip. Do you want to tell
You
that?
want to tell them how to get the
How to
squash
get the
sap
squash
off your
sap off
hands?
your hands?
Mayo! But mayo doesn't work, so use olive oil.
Use olive oil. The new
Olive oil.
mayo is not real mayo anymore.
Yeah, it used
We
to.
tried
When
that.
Danny and I were coming up, you could use mayonnaise and wipe it on your hands and it'd come off. So we told Amanda when she was saying, I need something, and
Oh,
Danny
yeah.
said mayo. And it didn't work.
Right, and I've been doing a lot of hack videos on my channel, so I was like, yes, if this works, this is a great one to share, and it didn't work. So use olive oil.
Yeah.
It worked.
All right, Jackson is in Jackson, and we are located in Wiggins, Mississippi, right? About, what, 30 miles from the Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
Jen, we didn't make the ice cream yet. We
Not
keep
yet.
forgetting until it's too late, and then it wouldn't matter. So
Well, somebody made chocolate cake yesterday.
I did. If you want to see how I make that chocolate cake, I had a video a few days ago. I think last
Yeah.
week.
And
my
so
channel.
we've been eating chocolate cake, and I
Good.
thought about the ice cream about an hour and a half ago, and so it just ain't happened yet. So maybe tomorrow.
How do you run moles out of a tomato bed?
Moles.
Chewing gum.
Chewing gum for moles.
Chewing gum from
What
mold.
is it, like juice?
Lemon
juice
oil
love?
gets all the sticky off.
Juicy fruit? Is that
Yeah.
the one they say?
Yeah, juicy fruit. Yeah.
Lemon oil. I thought about trying the lemon oil. Have you tried it for that?
Did I try?
I use lemon oil to get
Oh.
things like fish scent, things like that off my hands.
Oh, did you change the recipe this time with the mayo. Yes, she did.
Yes.
She used
No,
some
I think she was asking if they changed the mayo recipe. Yes.
Well, yeah, they did change
I mean,
the
it's
mayo
still the same as it
recipe.
used
It's
to be,
not the
but we don't know
same.
when.
Gotcha.
They don't have this. The oil's been changed in it.
Girl, that chocolate cake is everything. Did you
It
make it,
was.
Lou? Oh, I'm so
Oh,
glad.
It was
I'm
really
excited that you
good.
made it.
Yes, we saved back enough peaches, well, the white picket fence for some ice cream.
Yes.
They
It's in the
did. I did
fridge.
not.
We got to make that tomorrow.
How
after
about
church.
lemon oil? Yes, they use it for anything sticky. So
Yes, and I don't know why I didn't think of that. I had been
I
cutting
got
up
the lemon
squash,
oil out.
but I didn't think about using it on my hands that day.
Yeah.
But I use it on the top of lids. I've been using that all day to get the marker off lids, the Sharpie.
Yeah.
You can take it off and then you can rewrite on your lids.
That needs to be one of your hacks if you hadn't already done it.
I did a long time ago, but I don't think I did it as a hack video. I think it was in another video, so that's a good idea.
Yeah. Using lemon oil to take the markers off.
Bugs out of your corn.
How do you get bugs out of the ears of corn and they keep the kernels from splitting? What's going on there?
Well, you can use BT, which is Bacillus thuringiensis, which is harmless.
A long word.
Yeah, that's a long word. They call it BT. That's why they do it. That's probably the only organic way I know to do it.
The girl is Amanda from Freedom Acres. She's been here several times.
Thank you.
Anita, yeah.
She's here looking for her homestead. Plus, she's helping us out because she knows how to can, she knows how to cook, she knows how
I
to
do
clean.
it all.
She does it
And
all.
I'm like family. Like, we've been here to visit them several times. I have family in the area, and we've kind of just fallen in here too.
Yeah, and she's looking this area somewhat to see if this is where she wants to be because the bugs don't like her.
They don't.
So that's one big issue, the bugs.
And I keep forgetting to spray my Terra Shield.
Gossmania, I've never heard of anybody canning coleslaw. I think if you did, it would become something else.
What is the best tomato for spaghetti sauce?
Amish paste.
Probably Amish paste. Can you use diatomaceous earth on corn, the bugs in corn? Would it do any good?
I don't know that it would do any good.
Danny, Frank loves your fan.
Frank Stump, he likes your fan.
You like my fan?
That's his church fan.
Yeah. That's my new porch time fan, my new church fan.
I've got one that I'm going to see if I can find it. A friend gave it to me. She bought it in China and brought it to me. And so I'm going to see if I can find mine. So I'll have my fan from China and he'll have his ladies fan, his church fan.
Fancy lady.
Can I plant red rippers around the edge of my Danny corn? As long as your Danny corn, Jan, is already up about 5 or 6 feet high, yes, you can, because the red rippers will take off and climb all the way to the top of it.
I think the Lurie family's land has been purchased by someone else.
Yes.
That happened before I decided to do this, so that's an option.
Yeah, somebody else owns it now. All right.
Yeah, they sold it to another neighbor.
I'm so excited for canning season.
2
wild onions, we have been canning so much, and it's not, we put some in the freezer, some in the dehydrator, and some we've canned, and some we've ate. We just cook fresh.
Mrs. Maggs, it depends on what's eating your green beans.
They put DE. Any other suggestions?
It's more likely grasshoppers are real bad about eating green beans and doing it at night.
I was going to tell you, you know, the locusts, the sound they make. Today when I was over at the cabin, when I went over there to cook the hamburgers on the grill, I started hearing those, and I saw locusts jumping around, 2 or 3 of them. Is that going to be an issue this year? Because we've never had locusts really eat everything, and you know, that is a plague.
That is a plague, yeah.
And I heard the locusts, y'all. I tried to get it on video, but the little boogers are hard to video. Just saying. Oven dried some basil the other day. We're going to have some that we're going to put in the dehydrator eventually, because my basil's one thing that is doing good around here.
Yeah, and the spearmint too. A lot of the herbs are doing great here.
Wow, Beth canned 70 pints of green beans yesterday.
Get it, girl.
We canned. How many did you can the other night?
Was
it just 7?
7 quarts.
We just did 7 quarts the other night.
But that was after. Okay.
That was after canning all day.
Let me find.
That was our 5th of the day.
Okay, I got sidetracked with pictures.
Yeah, let's share those.
Okay, this was one day they did I forgot, was it 12?
It was 2 canners of squash, 1 of potatoes, and 1 of green beans. So that was 4. I thought it was 5. Didn't we do something else that day?
You might have done something later. I can't
We
remember.
may have
Yeah.
cleared some.
But
of
that
it.
was,
We
well,
done squash, potatoes, and green beans that day.
on
1,
top
2,
of
3, 4 canners right there.
I did the okra.
Mm-hmm.
We did some corn. We didn't can it, but we put some
Frozen.
up,
Mhm.
frozen.
I think we started the peaches that day and decided to wait a few days.
Yeah,
We put peaches in bags and put them in the freezer.
yeah.
Right.
So we put
six,
Not all of
6
it.
quart. Yeah.
We put some okra in the freezer.
Mhm.
This was the day before we did all these green beans. I
Yeah.
forgot we had 3 canners of green beans
3 canners
that
of
day.
green beans that day.
I'll show the corn later, but what was let me go the other way. All right.
We like to fry okra.
One day we
That's
did
usually how
salsa. We'll have video coming up on that. It took all day just about to do the salsa. The day she did potatoes, this was one thing. She had extra potatoes, and it wasn't enough to do a whole canner, so they had already been blanched. I cooled them off, and I put them in a Ziploc bag, and when Danny and I want French fries, I'll take them out and just coat them in oil and put them in the oven. So that was one thing.
Yeah, that's something I love to do too, is fries.
We didn't buy very much corn at the U-Picket, but we did put some in the freezer, as well as eat some fresh.
Yes, Travis, we can meat. We're big believers in canning some meat.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, yeah. And also, I did 2 packs of corn on the cob. I didn't film that. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Plus, we picked
Look at Ariel.
6 gallons of blueberries.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about that, too?
Okay, this was like what our U-Picket haul that day. How much was $115?
About 115, yeah.
$115. We had corn, onions, peaches, squash, a watermelon, what was the white thing? It was a squash of some sort.
It was some kind of squash.
And then tomatoes and bell peppers with peas added in. We added peas in those buckets. You can't see them, but we had peas too. And that was $115, guys. It's a lot of food for $115.
Mama tried. You can still plant rattlesnake beans if you need to. And Joint Chiefs can. Do you ever can corn on the cob? No, we don't can corn, period. Because it changes the texture and the taste of it, and it just is nasty to us.
I've done it before years ago.
Yeah.
When that was my only option, but I don't do it now.
And then Two Wild Onions asked who I am. I'm Amanda from Freedom Acres. I am visiting and helping out.
Do you cook the cream style corn before you freeze it? Now
This
time I did.
Yeah.
I cooked it just a little bit. I heated it up, got it really hot, cooled it back off in some ice water, put the pan over in ice water and cooled it off really good before I froze it. But usually Danny and I blanch it 7 minutes, then cut it off after it's cooled.
Travis, it's not salty to canned meat. It tastes really good, actually.
It really tastes. Yeah. Some meats taste better.
You only put like a pint is one.
A pint is a half a teaspoon. A quart is a teaspoon of salt.
That's usually general.
That's just to preserve flavor.
Yeah, it's not.
But it doesn't make it real salty.
No, it doesn't make it.
It's not like opening up a can of like that stew stuff.
Right.
In the can from the store.
Well,
so that's what you're anticipating it stuff.
Technically, when you take the meat out of the jar, you do away with the liquid and just eat the meat.
No, I mean like it comes as like in soup and stuff.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It doesn't taste.
But
that
like home, when you home do it, you pour all the juice off.
Right.
And you just have the meat, and a lot of the salty taste is in the juice.
All right, so asparagus beans are growing like crazy. Do
Thanks,
you leave
Anita.
any food for others at the U-Picket?
Yeah. There is tons of food.
Look, we didn't even.
We didn't pick a percent.
We didn't pick a 10-foot row part out of about 50,000 feet.
Y'all, I have a video coming up Monday. Y'all have to watch my video. Hey, Dee, I've been worried about you. I'm glad to see you. Monday, the U-Picket video is coming up. Danny's answering some questions about the U-Picket. And stay tuned to all the way to the end because we show pictures and stuff of the U-Picket. It is awesome. Y'all, their setup is really, really, really cool.
Travis, if you have more canning questions, I have a playlist. Wanda has a playlist on canning food in general. But
And
if
we're
you're,
going live one day this week.
we need
hopefully.
to. But if you want some more information on canning meat, I have some videos specifically for that.
Yeah.
She might find some
Off
confidence.
Kilter Homestead said, "Freedom, it's only stalking if you catch me." Laugh out loud.
Can you can processed meat? Yes. I actually I'll cook a brisket or a turkey, or like for Thanksgiving, we canned all of our leftovers. So you can totally, if it's already cooked, it doesn't matter.
Deer meat is great canned. We have some canned. I have deer, pork, chicken, turkey, and beef all canned.
Who am I again? I'm Amanda from Freedom Acres. You can query Freedom Acres and find me.
Holly Haven Homestead says, "We bought 50 pounds of South Carolina peaches today and for $20. Is freezing or canning better for them?"
Well, we put some in the freezer because we were going to use it like short term. Within the next 6 months, I'm going to use the ones in the freezer. If you want them for long-term storage, then I would can them for keeping them a year or longer.
Mary, the reason you're not finding directions for canning squash is because it's kind of controversial.
Squash is very controversial.
Some people
We do
think
it.
it's fine, some don't.
We've never had a problem.
We haven't either.
But a lot of people don't like it mushy.
But if you're going to use it in something like a casserole, like squash casserole is amazing. It's
or
so
squash
yummy.
puppies.
Or in soup.
Yep. That's
It's
all
not a
that.
big deal.
Do you go to church on Sunday? We are planning on it
We'll be
tomorrow.
there tomorrow.
Gonna see about getting little one into
Yeah,
a
because
VBS.
I'm going to be checking out a lot of different churches probably in the area, and
She's
so
gonna be
we have one picked out for
visiting.
tomorrow just to check out the area.
The goats have been sold. They're at a new home over in Louisiana and doing fine.
Thanks,
Yes.
Travis.
She's been sending me pictures, and they are loving their new home. They have, what did I tell you, 22 acres?
22 acres of
And
briars and everything. The
3
goats-
boys.
and 4 boys.
Well,
Yeah, I've never canned
4
bananas.
and 1 on the way,
4.
or 3 and 1 on the way.
I don't remember if it's 3 and 1 on the way. Or
Anyway,
4
there's
on
going to be 4 boys or 5 boys. I don't remember, to chase those goats around. So
Yeah, y'all hit the thumbs up. Normally, I'm a moderator. You guys normally see me as Freedom Acres in the chat. Stick those thumbs up.
Yeah, we just couldn't have her doing both tonight.
Yeah, I can't do both from here because of the internet. We have to shut everything else down
Yeah.
so we can stream.
Okay, Beulah Land said they had friends gave them some canned chicken that they had canned themselves and it was not salty. No, our chicken, if I do breast meat alone, we use it in stir fry, we use it in dumplings, soups, whatever we need, and you never have a problem.
Once you have the confidence to start canning meat, you can can anything. I think 2 days ago, I created my own canning recipe. It's completely safe, and you can check that out too.
Do you prefer to dehydrate any vegetables over canning?
Yes, if
Onions.
Onions and peppers. I tried
Onions and peppers.
a couple of years ago putting onions and peppers in vinegar and then using them later because that was the way it said to can them. And I didn't like the vinegar taste with my onions and peppers.
Right.
It's okay if you're putting it in like spaghetti sauce or something, but to use it any other way, it wasn't feasible. So we've been dehydrating the onions and peppers and garlic, and that way I can use them in anything.
Well, Wanda goes a step farther, and she does this awesome thing called toasting. So she takes she takes her dehydrated onions and she toasts
Hold
them.
on, let me see. Where did I go with the dehydrated?
Do you have a picture of it? She toasts them in the oven for just a few minutes.
Right.
You just turn it on, and they get a little bit crisp and brown.
Okay, so one of these
So
is,
yummy.
the brown ones is the ones that I toasted, and then the middle ones is the one that's not been toasted. Both have been dehydrated, and the brown ones are the ones that went the step further in the oven. But do not walk off because it takes like 2 seconds flat, and those are gonna burn.
Old South canned turkey today.
And then the other jar was garlic. We're planning on doing more garlic. The other dehydrating we did was peppers and some more onions.
Garlic.
And
Onions.
that's onions.
Okay.
And those peppers, guys, these are our sweet peppers.
Some things are so good.
Danny and I will sit and eat those like they are dehydrated. They tasted awesome.
We use a Excalibur dehydrator with how many trays this one got?
9.
9 trays. Okay.
Yes, the
Tasmania, that would
Excalibur.
be great. Thank you, because it's not Freedom Makers, it's Freedom Acres. Like it's because I will be free on my acres.
Yeah. Okay, so Gossmania found it.
Okay, thank you so much.
I had the link
There was
in
a
the
little confusion
description.
up there.
Yeah, I had the
Thank
link
you.
in the description. If you'll check Gossmania in the description, I have some things listed there that might help pick things. I think I have it in the description. It may be in the cards. I
You
don't
can
remember.
chop the onions before you dehydrate them, or do them in rings or in strips. However you want to do it is fine.
We're doing it always.
We do it as soon as we can though, because it doesn't take as much time or energy.
Yeah.
Anita
Okay.
says
You don't have to blanch them.
you don't
before
have to blanch them
dehydrate.
if you, yeah.
Wow, Dry Gulch did 52 pints of peaches and 104 pints of peaches altogether.
We don't grow peppercorns.
Yeah. Charlotte, tell her hello.
Where?
Charlotte's rub-a-dub.
Oh, hey
Oh.
Charlotte. I recorded a hack video. It'll come out in a few days.
When she figures
From
out
your-
what's going on with everything.
My computer is messing up right now, so I have to get that handled first.
Beulah Ann wants to know, how long does dehydrated food last?
Forever.
Forever if it stays dry.
If you do it right, and when you get through, you either put it in, what's the bags?
Mylar.
Mylar or either
Or a
the
vacuum seal.
vacuum seal bags, or you take your jars and vacuum
Did Miss
seal.
Denise slip in here?
Denise, did you see our video on?
Denise, you better go to
YouTube-
Facebook.
on
I'll put a
Facebook.
video up for you, girl.
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday.
birthday to you.
Yeah, Denise, we filmed a video just for you. It's
Just
on
for
Facebook.
you. It's on Facebook.
In the group, the gathering place. Okay, so our salsa, I think I showed a picture a while ago, but how many jars did we end up with salsa?
Oh, we did 21? What was it?
22.
Or, no, that was
Couldn't be
peaches.
22.
We done 3 canners, didn't we, of salsa?
Didn't we do more than that?
No,
No.
I think it was 3.
Because
but
I
the
told
last
y'all
one-
we ended up with 21 quarts. And it wasn't
And then
gonna
we
be,
had
it wasn't gonna be
juice.
enough to last all year, so we need to go back and do it again.
Can I tell them what happened to the juice?
We ain't talking about
Yes,
that.
tell them
Can I
about
tell
the
'em?
juice.
So, okay, we did juice. We canned the juice from it because, we're not wasteful. Waste not, whatnot. And so we were going to can the juice from the tomatoes for making salsa. And some of it was in the fridge and some of it was not refrigerated first.
So I take
We
it out
put
of the
it all
canner.
in the canner. And it comes out of the canner. And that would normally be a beautiful thing. But some of them turned into this weird, it looks like
Water?
diarrhea.
Yeah.
Water with
It was like water with a little floaty stuff on top. And Danny's eyes, I kid you not, got as big as saucers. He's like, what is this?
I pulled it up out of the canner and was sitting it on the cabinet, and I was laughing, and Amanda looked at it, and she turned around and looked at Danny, and he was going,
He just looked so surprised, y'all. I've never seen the man surprised ever. And
That
I mean,
was-
I've seen you in some weird situations and in some pickles. Never seen him surprised.
That was
It was
really
hilarious.
weird looking. We prefer
Your
canning
face
our
was weird.
we prefer canning our carrots. I just saw that go by. People say can carrots or freeze them. We prefer canning.
Canning. Canning, always carrots. Yeah.
It was hilarious, y'all. I wish I could have snapped a picture for y'all.
Yeah.
I didn't have my camera on me.
I don't get amazed very often, or very, I
You were shocked.
don't get blown
Yeah.
away. But that really took the
What
cake.
happened?
I was like, what happened to the tomatoes?
They disappeared.
And we didn't keep up with which one was which, so we don't know if it was the one that came out of the refrigerator that did that, and I'm
Or the
thinking
ones that
it's the
weren't.
one that was already heated.
I don't know. I was thinking the opposite.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
Georgia Garden Girl says, if I open the bag of absorbers, do I have to use them all at once? We re-vacuum seal ours right after we use them.
Well,
Put
it
'em in
depends
a-
on, is she talking oxygen absorbers or
Yeah,
moisture
oxy-
absorbers? Because if you're talking about a desiccant, you can reuse it. And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. But if you're talking about an oxygen absorber, you need to use those all at once.
Yeah.
Well, if you
Because it'll
don't,
continue to absorb
You have to
oxygen.
vacuum seal
put them
them
in
if
a
you don't.
jar.
And they only have a certain capacity.
Right.
Yeah, you put them in a jar. That's what we did. I've got a jar and I keep vacuum sealing them. I take 2 or 3 out, put in my jars.
They're asking, how do you use salsa?
And, you know, we-
Any way, I mean,
use
if you
salsa.
chili, spaghetti,
Spaghetti sauce.
whatever.
We
Eat
made
it.
salsa yesterday.
Well, we kind of made
chips.
a meal out of it with hamburger meat. We added to the extra that we couldn't fit in a canner.
Mhm.
Hamburger meat and some cheese, and then used
Yep.
some chips. It was good.
Yeah, cheese,
You can do all
hamburger
kinds of
meat.
stuff.
Beulah Ann says, when you make dehydrated food, do you eat it or just let it, like, do you cook it, put it in water, rehydrate
Depends
it?
on what it is, and what you're putting it in. If you're throwing it in soup, you don't have to do it first because it's in the liquid. If
Okay.
you're putting it in a casserole or something, you might want to do it first.
She said oxygen absorbers. You got to use them or either reseal them again.
The
Put 'em-
salsa recipe will be up in a few days on Deepsouth.
Working on it maybe by Wednesday of next week.
Cedar Creek says, you're already getting tomatoes. No, we went to the U-Pick and got them.
Well, I've been getting tomatoes out of the
We've been getting-
Greenstalk. And
Yes.
we're getting the little cherry tomatoes, but we have our bigger tomatoes are not ready yet.
Bruce and family, or their family made
Broussard,
salsa.
yeah, they were
today,
making salsa today too.
Fun.
Charlotte got
Charlie
about
got a half a bucket of 5-gallon bucket of squash today.
What kind of cheese? I'm guessing in the salsa we just threw in. I think we had
Cheddar. sharp cheddar.
So we just used what we have. Anything would be good.
Yeah.
Joint Chiefs, the press says the heat wave passed. Or are you still in it? We're gonna be in it till
It's
probably
hot.
September.
I'm burning up. Where's my little fan?
Where is your little fan? We need
It's
to
in the
share it.
truck. You didn't bring it back out of the truck.
No, I'm talking about. I've got that little.
Oh, I don't know about that thing.
And here
Yeah,
I am drinking tea. What was I thinking?
I know.
Well, that's a
I'm-
song, you know.
There
I'm
it is.
drinking water, but it's not cold. So, two families said got absolutely nothing done today. 2 of our grandchildren were here. Well, that always usually
Yeah.
people that happens.
Guys have it.
All right, she's a bottler.
So
Says
she has
had-
dried rice
To
to
her.
all of her dehydrated food. Cheap and works.
We
Great.
thought about that, so
We just
Yeah.
haven't tried it.
we were talking
We're talking
about
about doing it.
rice.
Let me ask you this. She's a butler. Have you ever done it with garlic powder that you made at home and it worked?
Yeah, because we're wondering how to keep garlic powder from packing. If we, I just want to make the powder enough to use for, say, a month, but it always wants to pack. Charlotte,
How is the weather there?
It's been okay
It's
all
been-
day.
It's not been too
Don't miss
bad
that one.
today.
About the corn. In
All right.
Jackson.
Is it too late? I can't read
Is
it.
it too late to plant a second crop of corn? I'm in Jackson area. Oh, is it Jackson, Mississippi? This is Jackson, Tennessee. But it's not too late to plant field corn, but it is too late to plant sweet corn.
Is there a dehydrator book you can get like a ball book? Yes. Look online. If I had, you can look on Amazon. I had one here, and I don't know which one it is. But anyway, on Amazon, look up dehydrator books, and there'll probably be a whole list of them.
Broussard said, do we have any updates on the grand solar minimum?
We had some severe weather yesterday.
Well, he's talking about,
I know, but that's part of it. See, I've got the pictures. You might
I was
as well
fixing to
go
say,
ahead
you
and
might as well go ahead and use the pictures. Yeah, go ahead and use them.
tell them what happened yesterday while I wasn't here.
Wanda went to town, left me and Amanda and Chloe here, Sunshine here. Sorry
It's
about
okay.
that.
It's okay.
Doing salsa, and we had 60-mile-an-hour straight line winds
It got
come through.
crazy. It got crazy there for a
It
minute.
got crazy.
So all our corn looks like this.
All of our corn was ruined. I mean, it blew
looks
it. It just blew it
horrible.
all.
And it could pull back up, but chances of it are not looking good right now. And then my candy corn, this was the day before. I don't have a picture of it after yesterday, but the day before, we just had a lot of wind, and it blew every bit of my candy corn over this way. And then yesterday, with all that 60-mile-per-hour wind, it just twisted it up.
Twisted it all
So
up.
now mine is all twisted and torn, and it's only about 2.5 feet tall. So I don't know if mine will pull back up.
I have a lot of videos. Well, not a lot. I have several videos up on the grand solar minimum over on Patreon.
On food
Talking on
storage
food
and-
storage and different things like that. So I can't bring them over on YouTube, so they're over on Patreon.
And we have some of your porch times talk a little bit about it.
Here we see.
Yeah.
Your granddaughters haven't been born yet.
No, I have my oldest daughter is 22 weeks right now, and she has twins, so she's got half her time almost to go. My youngest daughter is at 19 weeks, I believe, so she's got a ways to go. But all of them are girls.
Yeah, if y'all put your questions in all caps, we see them much more easily.
Yeah, we can catch them a whole lot easier.
All right. Yay, I
boys.
just watched Facebook. I love y'all, and I'm cracking up. I knew she would. That was Denise.
Yeah, that was Denise.
She's a
Stivers Homestead. Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
are they talking about me? She's adopted.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, I missed-
Amanda's been adopted. We just adopted her.
Yeah, we adopted Amanda probably the first month we were doing YouTube.
Yeah, we've known each other forever.
Yeah, Catherine, yes, we got the German tomato seeds in the mail.
Yes, we did. They did come. And let's see, what else?
Let's see.
I feel like we missed like 8 questions.
I know we
Look,
do.
we missed a lot of questions,
Y'all
guys.
just post
You
them
just have to
again.
Yeah,
repost them.
repost them.
Are you running low on pecans?
Always.
Always. I have just a.
Well,
I probably have one little small bag
that's
about
probably
this
partially
big.
my fault because me and Sunshine eat pecans like crazy too. And
Yeah.
And we've been making cookies. Well, we hadn't since
Fix
you've
that.
been here. We hadn't made anything out of
Mm-mm.
pecans.
Nobody just asked me to make some more than pies.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make
Pies are
cookies
good.
Yeah.
tomorrow, so we'll be using up what's left. Can you hear me now?
Any ideas on how to store raisins? I was just putting up cranberries and raisins on my channel the other day.
Yeah,
Go
check
over
it
to
out.
Freedom Acres. Amanda has a video on how to store raisins.
Well, actually, it was cranberries.
it was
Or it was the
cranberries,
same
but you
thing.
can do it for
Yeah,
both.
cranberries, raisins, all of them.
Yeah.
Prunes.
We're gonna
Hi,
be doing
Raven.
some here. Because Danny and I like raisins and cranberries, so
I
we're
guess-
gonna do some here.
I guess I could be y'all's daughter.
There's
Hey,
Quake Lake.
Michigan.
Miss Sheila guy, man.
Michigan Daffodil says it's their first time here. Well, thank you.
Well, welcome.
Good to hear about Cheyenne.
Amanda looks like she could be your daughter, they said.
Yeah, we're glad Cheyenne's doing better.
Yes, we are glad Cheyenne's doing better. The Broussards, let's see here.
Peppermint oil, yes, that definitely helps cool it. Cool the heat. You can put it in a spray bottle
What
with some water.
I'm trying to see, Mr. Danny, what would be keeping my rattlesnake beans from not blooming?
Too much fertilizer. I mean, it could be good, Lord.
Scott
Oh, my
Duncan just
gravy.
got.
Deleted.
Thank you, Broussard.
Thank you,
Must
Broussard.
have been being nice.
Thank you,
You
Broussard.
have to get out of line. That's what happens.
Someone was asking you about corn. Will it still grow horizontally?
It
But
could.
what will happen is, if it pollinated, it'll still make. But if it did not pollinate, no, it will not.
Broussard, just taking totally banned.
Totally ban them, Broussard.
You
all
are
the others do
two
now.
family or anybody, just don't time them out, ban them totally.
Yeah, just ban them.
I don't
We
have
have
patience.
no
We have
patience for
zero
people.
patience with that.
Zero.
Okay.
I got 'em.
Lately, every live stream's having trolls. Yeah.
Yeah, you always got goobers out there everywhere.
Yeah, you can put raisins in the fridge, but if you don't have an ice box or fridge, or you want to keep them for long-term storage, then I vacuum seal.
Stiver says they don't have timeouts either.
No.
No.
Well, sometimes when I'm moderating, all it'll let me do is time them out. Sometimes it
Really?
won't let you bound. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Desiree says, I want to buy a pressure canner. What kind should I get? We use
Presto.
we use the Prestos, all we use. I
That's
mean,
what I have.
I've never used the big canners because time we put one line in there, like 7 quarts or 9 pints, I need a break. I don't want to have to put 18 or 24 or whatever
See,
in
I'd
there.
rather keep going.
Sherry, yes,
I'm younger.
we do make pickles. Wanda makes refrigerator pickles, as a matter of fact,
I'm
because
going to
it's
be
really
making
quick
some-
and really fast.
Probably in the next week I'll be making some refrigerator pickles.
I would love an all-American, keeping it real.
Yeah, we can't use an All-American because we have a glass top stove. It's too heavy for it. So that's why we use a Presto 7 quart, or what do you
How
call it,
easy is-
16 quart.
How easy is it to do canning for beginners? Anybody
Very.
can. Anybody. I'm very passionate about that. Anybody
Yes.
can.
And I do classes, and usually it's private classes, but one day this week Amanda and I are going to go live, and while we're canning,
If the weather's good.
yeah, she'll take and watch the chat or for a while, and while she's canning something, I'll watch the chat. We'll go back and forth and talk about canning, and it'll be kind of an impromptu thing, and we probably will open the super chat that day because we usually charge for the private canning classes, but for that day we'll make an exception and just go live because so many people have asked and they want to be a part of it, and we'll just let an honor system go on that.
McLendon,
So-
I've never had cinnamon pickles, have y'all?
Yes.
Yes, Wanda makes
I've
them.
got
I
some.
don't
They're
think I have.
awesome. Do I need to go get some?
No,
I
not
could
right now. I'm
spoil.
drinking tea.
I could spoil
We
somebody.
missed questions. If we missed it, guys, repost.
Yeah, just repo, yeah.
We missed like 3 questions, I think. It
Yes,
happens.
Debbie, you can can on a glass top stove. Danny's
Yeah,
been
I've been doing it
this.
for, this will be 14 years now.
Yeah. And Danny and I have been together 6, so we've been canning 6 years, and he's been canning 8 years before that.
Yeah. Well, canning my whole life, but just
But I mean,
this
on the
particular
glass
stove
stove.
is a glass top, and yes, I've been doing it for.
If you're just starting, jams and jellies are easiest. Then you can graduate to maybe some fruit and some veggies and then meat.
What state are you guys in? We're in the state of Mississippi.
Woo woo.
Yes.
Christy said I stood on the first side of the kitchen, on the other opposite side of the kitchen, first time I canned.
What do you drink in summertime besides water? I don't know
I
about y'all, but
I don't
we like
drink nothing but water.
honeysuckle tea in the summertime.
Yeah.
It's really good. I have a recipe on my channel.
I do
Brendan says they need a
water.
cinnamon pickle recipe.
I have it over on, I think it's on Crazy Days. It's called
Crazy Days.
Red Hot Pickles.
Can one of the moderators post the link for Crazy Days, please? That's Wanda's channel.
Yes, it's in the description. But
Someone asked about preserving radishes. We don't preserve our radishes. We just eat them fresh.
We just eat fresh.
When we don't have them, you might could dehydrate them.
You could probably ferment them too if you're into
Or
that.
ferment them, yeah.
how tall do you make your rattlesnake bean trellises?
We make ours about 5 foot. That's about as high as we go.
Dee said she's in a state of confusion.
Well, Dee, you're not alone. We're all in a state of confusion.
Pretty much.
It's your first year to can Country Home. Go you. That's
Go.
awesome. Get it.
Hey, Sherry. She popped in. Sherry Pappins. What's the secret to not getting overwhelmed with canning? I'm told it's a lot of work.
It
Well,
depends on what you're canning.
Choose one thing. Read up on it. Look at the videos. Whatever you need to do. And try that.
But let's be real. I mean, we're all experienced scanners, and we get overwhelmed sometimes. The other day,
Especially when we're doing
Wanda and I were like, what do we do? But, I mean, it just happens. You get overwhelmed, you keep plugging away at it, and you get over it.
And plus, a ball book. Ball book. Open it up every time you can. Even though Danny and I have been canning for years and years and years, when we start canning something, we open it up and look at the time because it's very easy to get confused and say, okay, the squash can's at 30 minutes. And then when you look it up, it cans at 40 minutes.
Broussard's, man, so they harvested 1,400 pounds this year, their family?
Of potatoes.
Woo!
Wow, that's good. We
Danny,
did a lot, but
I
not
missed
that
it.
much.
It went right past me. Danny, do you want me to do something? It went right past me.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody
Thanks,
got it.
Tommy.
Let me do this. Okay, let me see if I can get Stivers. Okay, Stivers, I am making you a moderator right quick so it helps because I know y'all know what you're trying to look for here. That helps because I've got this one sitting here. She can't moderate.
Lonnie says, first time here, love you guys. Well, great you made it, Lonnie.
Welcome. Denise, I'm so glad those sweet potato slips are doing good.
Yeah.
You're so welcome. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Everybody tell Denise happy birthday. Just go ahead and do it. The
And
woman
go check her out.
Go check her channel out, Gemini. I mean, because the woman
Yeah,
is
we
great.
say Denise, but if you see Gemini, that's her. Y'all click that.
Okay, Lisa's asking, do you want me to send some more books from Rick Bragg? That's the guy that we were reading the book the other day, talking about the old, was it Old Lady, Old Man? I forgot which one.
Anna's.
You know what
I forgot another one. Yeah,
he knows because we've both been reading.
we've both been reading the book. Yeah.
Lots of birthday wishes.
But we've gotten away from everything because we've been canning for days now, and y'all were a little wacky.
Quake Blake, none of ours is doing that.
What?
Jumping, or she said, is anybody else is changing sizes and jumping and carrying on?
No.
No.
All right, everybody's telling
What do I
Denise
hear?
happy birthday. It sounded like an air
I think the air
conditioner.
turned on. Thank good Lord.
Yeah, woo!
Ooh, we got air.
We have air.
It's getting hot in
I
here.
turned it up.
Best
on purpose.
organic
I don't want y'all
fertilizer.
Thank you.
Best organic fertilizer.
sweat. The best organic fertilizer? I don't know if there is a best one.
Who?
Animal fertilizers. Yeah,
Ava's
Ava's
Man.
Man. Yeah, that's the one we've been reading.
Yeah, you were saying Anna. It was Ava.
It's Ava. I knew it started with an A. I knew, but I mean, it's really good. I really like the old lady in it. Is what I really like.
But we've been canning, so Danny and I haven't had time. I mean, like I said last night, it was after 10. Danny slept from like 8 o'clock on.
I did.
I'm just telling
They
you.
worked me to death. I'm telling y'all. You get
We were still working.
two
You
women
went to
against
bed.
one guy. They worked me like a dog.
Whatever.
I mean, man.
He's full of it, y'all. Y'all just don't
You
know.
I'm
just
telling you,
can't
I
keep
just-
up with us. That's what the deal is.
Wanda and I kind of feed off each other, and we just keep going.
I'm one guy in a house full of women, and you only imagine what that's like.
Susan wants to know if you guys are going to be bartering with canning again for meat.
I don't know. We're going to
might.
be bartering for some
We'll
meat
be-
because we've been talking to her, but she really wants Danny to work on her house.
You
So
want to know that?
one
I
of the
forgot.
somebody.
Outlaw Annie, that's great.
I'm not crying in my beer. I'm crying in my coffee.
That's Denise.
Oh, it's so nice.
Oh.
Denise, when I opened your gift of the fan, I just cracked up, started laughing, and Danny and Amanda turned around and go, "What is so funny?" And I took it out and I opened it up, and Danny just cracked up.
Yep.
It was funny.
No, and then Wanda said she didn't send me one.
But I do have one,
It
I
was for
think,
Danny.
here.
Will y'all be at the Homesteaders of America? No, we have too much to do when that goes on.
Yeah, usually that's in October.
Yeah.
We never know if our sugar cane's going to be ready in October or November, and we have to be ready to do sugar cane.
That's our favorite season. We
Yeah.
can't be missing that. Cane season's
Yeah.
the best.
Brenda, yes, I love it. I do love it. I'm not going to lie.
You do.
I do.
It's amazing how much animal manure and compost has improved my garden.
Yes.
That's Christy. Yes, it will. It'll make a huge difference.
Best advice for first-time
First-time
homesteaders. Don't give up.
Don't give up. Don't overwhelm yourself. Start with baby steps.
Slow. Don't
Slow.
get every animal out there.
Ashley. Hello, sweetie.
Hey, girl.
We've been thinking about you,
We've been thinking about you all week this week.
and y'all keep Ashley
Keep her in your
in your
prayers.
prayers. Her dad needs prayers. That's what's her last name? Weber's Farms? Is that how it's listed on there, Ashley? Or did she?
No, she's just listed as Ashley.
Ashley, okay.
Yeah.
Usually she's on Weber Farms.
No, it was Ashley this time.
Okay. Do y'all go to any homesteading events? We have our own.
We have our own.
We
Yeah.
usually in March, and I've got to call and see if they have any openings this year for the building, because we've kind of put it off, not sure if we were going to do it again. And if we do it, another one, it'll be in March.
We got a lap, okay?
Lisa wanted to know if we're going to harvest a hog this year. We're kind of just waiting for Danny to explode with all the
Yeah.
women around. So one day we expect he'll just go out there and
Yeah, when he gets mad, we'll be harvesting hog.
Yeah, when I have a bad day, I usually like to shoot something. So
No, when the pig makes you mad.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When I have
Or
a
when one
bad
of us
day and
do.
the pig makes us upset, makes me upset, I usually...
Thanks, Sherry. Yes, it's great to be feeling better again.
Thank you,
I
Blue
appreciate
Ridge
that.
Prepper. We'll see you later. You have to have another gathering. Well, we were planning on it. I've got some people planning on coming and helping. Let me show you. Where did I?
What we got? Let's go.
Anna and Jen. Okay, so this week, Anna from Mimsy's Garden. Anna from Mimsy's Garden came over. She's offered to help with the gathering. And Jen from Fairy Tale Creations is going to be helping, along with Two Family Homestead. What's the other one? A Beach Family. Amanda from Freedom Acres. We've got Quake Lake, we're hoping. Maybe Jen from the Nut House. We've got Duncan family. We've got a lot of people that have offered to help with the gathering. And so maybe this year, when I set a time up, we'll go for it.
Sherry says, is your salsa recipe from the ball book? No, it was actually created by us. We looked at a recipe and said, you know what? I think we can make it better.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing about canning. You can make your own recipe once you understand the rules. It's all
Yeah,
about the rules.
it's all
If
about
you
the
can follow
rules.
rules and you can read. That's the two things. Follow rules, read, wash your hands. Don't
Yeah.
sneeze in your jars. You're good.
Country home. What part of Mississippi are you from? The Deep South, about 30 miles north of the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
What
Yeah.
do you do to keep rat snakes from killing the chickens?
You should.
Kill the snakes.
I do. I kill snakes. If
Wanda's a snake killer here.
if any snake
She's an
gets
evil
near
woman.
One is a
chickens.
ninja.
She's that ninja with a shovel. The snakes don't stand
and
a
I
chance.
don't kill them one time. I chop them in like 5,
She
10
kills them
pieces.
8 times.
Yeah.
All right. Charlotte said we'll be marking on calendar. Well, I
We'll
got to
keep you
set a
posted,
date.
girl.
when I get a date.
Sherry says, I'd love to do shirts again if you decide on another design for the gathering.
Okay. Well, that brings me to, we have t-shirts. Sherry did the t-shirts for the gathering this year, and we'll probably have her do some for the gathering next year. We got to come up with a slogan for next year too. So y'all be thinking on that. But we have like this shirt I got on.
Oh,
And
I didn't
then,
put on one. I should.
I have a Porch Time t-shirt, and I have a Crazy Days t-shirt, and the link is Bonfire down in the description below.
I saw it.
And
I'm just talking now.
so check out our Bonfire t-shirts in the description below. We've had those for a year or two, and we'll continue to have those year round.
The question was asked, what is a good dog for the homestead? We like an all-around dog, so we bought a cur.
A bouncing
Kangaroo cur. Anybody who's ever been to my house knows what I'm talking about.
Sunshine walks out the door. Hi, Hank.
And he's going boing,
He's like,
boing,
she can just
boing.
see his head over the fence.
He's like a kangaroo. I don't know if that's the best dog or not.
Oh
I'm telling
no. Lisa
What?
wore her homestead t-shirt one time and then lost it. She almost cried. I would have cried.
Well,
I'm so sorry. You'll
are
have
you
to order
talking
it.
about
How
the
do you
one from
lose-
Sherry?
How do you lose your shirt?
I don't know.
A lot of people lose their shirt.
I must have went to a commercial dryer or something, and they just.
Well, I hope that's why.
Yeah, or it's at her house or something.
Lisa, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Do you make snake soup? No.
No, we.
No.
I don't know.
No, there's nothing left when I get through.
When these women get through with a snake, they just.
It ain't pretty.
No.
Mr. Hank is the best. I love his videos. We haven't done a Hank video.
I haven't, because Hank's not really doing anything important anymore.
It
For a
don't matter.
while he
People
was
love to see
fun.
him.
So now I do have some that I haven't put up. I've just been so busy I hadn't gotten around to it, but I put him out in the field and let him run, and I take pictures of him running occasionally.
They said it's probably the shirt's probably with the missing socks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Sherry is saying that she can make another one if you need it. So, Lisa, get a hold of Sherry Pappin. You
Yes.
can find her there. If you need another shirt, a replacement.
Yes.
Beaver Creek says, do you know how many people attended the last gathering? Not accurately, we don't, because a lot of people never came up, and then the ones that
And
was up
signed
never
the
went
book.
down and signed the books, you know?
Yeah.
So
But we had a
we
rough,
know roughly around 300.
There was a miscommunication in where it's
Yeah.
yeah, and so we're going to fix that next year, because a lot of people came in the back gate
Uh-huh.
and did not realize people were in the front building, and the speaking was in the front building. They came in the back gate, and that's as far as they got. So it was at least 300 plus.
It was a Deep South t-shirt.
Okay, like this one, or
Yeah.
the one that has the house on it. If it's the one with the house, it's a Bonfire t-shirt.
Time to Sew says, how do you like the candy corn cabin, Amanda?
It is beautiful, y'all. It is gorgeous. And it's so peaceful over there. Especially when the wind is blowing
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the porch. It's so relaxing.
Any advice?
If the wind blows on the
Any
porch.
advice
When it
on
blows.
gardening for a disabled person? Container gardening is probably the best, or the
Greenstalk?
the Greenstalk
Yes.
is
Wanda
probably
sells the Greenstalks, y'all. I'm always
Yeah.
reading about those.
the Greenstalk is
They're awesome.
probably the best. You can get them in whatever tier that you can reach.
Yeah. And is a cur related to a guinea pig?
No,
No.
a
Is it?
cur is a mixed breed dog from way back that was bred for
Homestead.
homesteads.
When you look up a homestead dog and you look up the cur, it tells you that that was the breed that was preferred by the old homesteaders.
Christy said that she killed a baby rattlesnake, and it was hard to identify after she got through with it.
Oh, I understand completely. I only make the garden like your life depends on it, because it does.
Yeah, if
T-shirt.
anybody that was wanting those type shirts that have that saying from this past gathering, Sherry will make those shirts if you contact her.
Jan, the bed is kind of on hold at the moment because we've been spent the last 3 to 4 days just ramping it up with canning. I mean, we've literally canned.
Yeah, but we're going to get back on it, because that's a priority for getting it ready and getting it where we can get a mattress to go on it. Do you know anybody from Mendenhall?
Mendenhall. No, but I used to go to Mendenhall all the time to buy my boxes for my farming. I put my vegetables in them.
Velvet Angel says she got 2 of the garden tiers. I
Wow.
like mine. I'm fixing to take my tomatoes out of my Greenstalk, and I've got Malabar spinach and strawberries in it right now, and I think I put some basil in there. And then I'm going to replace the 2 tomatoes that I've got in there with a shorter, like a little mini tomato type thing, so it doesn't grow. Mine went wild.
Lou says, I want a draw knife now since I saw your video.
Y'all,
I think you can get them from Lehman's Hardware. I believe is where I got mine at.
Yeah, we love our draw knife. It just made that so easy. I was afraid it was going to be difficult because when I asked Danny, can I do it? He's like, well, yeah. So he hands it to me, and once I got started, I was addicted. If we weren't canning, those logs would be peeled by now.
Jan says, will you make a video on sharpening the draw knife? When we get ready to sharpen ours, I'll try to do a video on it. What containers are the best for container gardening? We like the cattle barrels, like the minerals come in. You come up about 3.5 inches from the bottom and drill a hole all the way around it. That way it keeps water in the very bottom, but it won't be too wet for your plants.
Papa Truck said, do you use a draw horse? No.
No.
We might could use a horse sometimes, but Sherry said I did a fantastic job with the draw knife. I thought I did too. I did really well, didn't I?
You did?
It peeled a pole. So we'll be working on it again. And then when he starts the process, I'm going to video step by step on how to build a bed. Or how Danny builds a bed, necessarily. It may not be the way other people do it.
Thanks, Stacy. Hope you have a lovely, peaceful evening, too.
All right.
Ideas on keeping snakes away. I don't know if y'all have a hack for that.
Lime.
We use mothballs.
Mothballs, yeah, mothballs will do it, or gardening
Just put them
lime.
every couple feet around your house, and we never see them.
Do y'all order any seeds from online? What websites are your favorite? We don't usually order a lot of seeds, but we do Hoss Tool seeds now.
And we have a link in the description. Most anything we've planted so far has done pretty well with the Hoss Tool seeds because they're really acclimated for what we need here. Where a lot of the other seeds are more northern seed, acclimated for northern.
Have you ever had cedar apple rust on your apple trees? Not really. We've never had that problem.
Pine Knot Family Farm says they can't wait for us to have another gathering. They are in northeast Arkansas. Great. We're working on it. I just got to know for sure that I have a lot of people lined up for next year so that I'm not having little
Sherry got tickled
problems.
With the draw knife video because Danny was recording and Wanda just kept going and going.
Oh, I know. He just kept, I thought he turned it off and I was just sitting there and he just kept talking and videoing. So sometimes that makes the best videos. Our snakes took a nap on top of the lime.
Laugh out loud. We found one lying on 6 balls.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So what else we got going on? I don't remember. I think we've kind of covered all our canon stuff and what went on this week.
Line up for what's at the gathering? We don't know yet.
Mainly we're going to try and simplify it enough that it's going to be, Danny and I are going to get to visit with people. That's been every gathering. The first one we got to visit more than we did the last two. The last two, it's been he and I taking care of everything with help from different people, but we were still running. So the next one, we're going to try and have people delegated for stuff and let them handle it so that Danny and I can sit down and visit with people.
Genie for Life.
Back to Eden. We both done videos on
What's
that.
our opinion on Back to Eden Gardening?
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know. Just go look at our.
Fans.
We're not big fans of it because of bugs and ants, and termites, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Time to sew. I haven't made soap with oils. Have you yet?
I've made soap, but what did Brittany and I do? I don't
remember which one y'all used. It's been
I don't remember what we used.
3 years ago.
That was before you started using doTERRA.
Yeah, it was before I used doTERRA, and Brittany and I made soap on something like the first 6 months that we were doing YouTube. The Stivers said it was, the gathering was perfect for them. Hi, Eyes to See Ministry.
Boxes for the jar. Uline has boxes for mason jars, Rosie says. Uline has them.
Cool.
Someone told me to put sulfur around the hen house to keep snakes away. That I have heard that. Yeah. I can't say that it works, but I have heard it.
Sherry, yes. If you're in a wheelchair, the Greenstalk will work for you.
And you might not want to get the 5-tier
Just get a smaller one. They have a 3.
You
A
might not want
three-tier.
to get it. Yeah.
The 5 tier is almost too
It's
tall.
tall
Five
as I
tiers
am.
as tall as y'all are.
It's almost too tall for me
Yeah.
to put water in.
So you would probably want a
maybe
3.
the 2 or 3.
Yeah, and you can always add to it if you need to. You can
Yeah.
buy the tiers individually.
And I would definitely recommend the one on wheels. So you can
Yes.
get the base
Yes.
of the wheel so you can turn it around and
I
stuff.
definitely,
Yeah.
Very helpful.
I do believe that would be best.
Do a soap video using the oils.
We should at some point. We might have to wait till winter because we're way too busy right now to make soap. Soap is kind of a winter activity, but we'll keep
Yeah.
doing that.
I've not made soap since Brittany was here 3 or 4 years ago because I have a lot of ladies that have sent me soap, and I love my soaps, and I would rather y'all make the soap and I use your soaps than I had me sitting around making
And I
soap.
would rather make mine.
All right.
Deep
Please
South.
explain to me the difference between organic gardening and regular gardening. Organic gardening says that you can use no synthetic chemicals or no synthetic fertilizers. You can only use what's recommended by the organic laws or rules. I have an organic book here.
Which goes into some chemicals if
Which
you
they
read
do
what they
use.
say.
They do use certain chemicals, but they've been approved for organic use, like BT, Bacillus thuringiensis, and several other ones that's on the market out there.
Odang really wants to know, how do you can without electricity? Well, you can either have gas or propane or a fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I really think gas does a better job.
I love canning on gas.
Yeah.
I don't like the electric.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan.
Good idea on the soap. Yep. If people see me, I mean, you got to know, since Danny and I've been doing this, when people have soap, I'll say, oh, I like that, and they'll hand me one to try. And I really like the ones with oatmeal in them. I like the, Danny likes them with less smell. His is, he doesn't want any chemicals or anything in his, not chemicals, but odors, scents. He likes plain soap.
Beulah Lynn, I'm not sure about the aerial garden indoor system. I don't know enough about it to give you an honest answer. I'm just being honest about it.
Hunter, who is that? I guess you mean me. I am Amanda from Freedom Acres. I am visiting and helping.
All right. Charlotte says she has to have a chair to sit in the garden because she can't stand. We have these garden benches that we got from a company, and Danny and I use those quite often. We forgot them the other day, and we were sitting on the ground trying to pick the last of the green beans, or the time before the last green beans. And after we got home, he says, "Why didn't we bring our benches?" We forget them
Cherry
sometimes.
Provisioner has up a link for if you want to buy canning jars cheap. Just make sure they can be pressure canned in, because some of them for water bath only.
Yeah.
Nadia, can you can on a camping stove? Yes, but you probably have to water bath.
Have you tried the rain gutter grow system?
I have not.
No.
No.
Any tips for stink bugs? Smash them.
Or hornworms. There's one up here for you.
And hornworms.
Feed them to your chicken.
BT is really good. Bacillus thuringiensis is good for hornworms. Matter of fact, it's good for any soft-bodied insect.
Can you can on a camping stove? I've
Yes.
never tried. But
You can can on a camping stove. The only problem is you can't put anything very heavy on it because it's not strong enough to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe jelly.
Is it true cats keep snakes away? I don't know. We don't have a cat, so we have snakes. So I don't know.
Well, technically, we do have a cat somewhere because we keep
we keep hearing one.
We don't own a cat.
Keep it down. Sunshine's going to hear you and go find it.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, we don't have a CAT.
We can spell that.
Okay.
Oh, we already know how to spell it. Okay, never mind.
Rosie is asking Amanda a question. Amanda, is it okay to can tomatoes from a number 10 can with water bath, or does it have to be pressure can?
Well, I'm not sure why you would want to take tomatoes out of a number 10 can to can them.
Yeah. I don't know either.
I would leave them in a number 10 can.
Yeah, I would too.
And use them for like crowds, like if you have a. But I guess maybe she's trying to resize
Okay, now Two Family says they can use the All-American on the camping stove. She said it will hold it.
Okay.
It's according to what type, I guess.
It depends on which camping stove you have.
But Rosie, to finish answering your question, I always pressure can my tomatoes. I just always have. They water bath a lot, so you can do either. The difference is what you put in them. So y'all use vinegar, right?
Yes. keeping it real. Go watch Hoss Tool. Hoss Tool has a video on dealing with the powdery mildew and all that on cucumbers and squashes and all kinds of stuff.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy.
I started it. I'm sorry.
Well, it is 9 o'clock.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, getting close. Well, on the dot, actually. So, guys, we've been really, really busy. And we've been canning like crazy. We've been preserving. And we're going to have videos up next week
Dehydrate.
showing, number one, Monday is going to be the trip to the U-Picket.
Trip to the U-Pick.
Amanda's going to have one to the U-Picket if we can get her computer straightened out.
No
And then
problem. Y'all pray for my PC.
Yeah, y'all pray for the computer because she's having issues.
PC.
So then we're going to have porch time Tuesday, of course, if somebody gets that done.
Somebody gets that edited, we'll have it. Yes.
And then, yeah, that's right. It is done. I just don't have it edited.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have something going up on Patreon this week. What else? We're going to have the salsa. On Wednesday, I hope to have salsa up, our salsa recipe. And the rest of the week, who knows? And over on Crazy Days, since Danny's done throwed it out there on something in one of the videos, I'm going to be comparison shopping the U-Picket and the grocery store. So I've got those videos to make and get up on Crazy Days this week. So that's kind of a rundown. I don't know what else you've got going on.
I don't know until it happens.
Well, you just did a video today.
Oh yeah, I did, and it was kind of a serious one. So we'll see what happens.
She's
from
going.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, I'm not sure if I want to post it, and Wanda's like, "You're doing it."
Well, I told her to let me listen in case it needs something.
It was a serious one.
It's very serious.
It was a very porch timey kind of video.
She's hanging around with somebody too
She's
long.
hanging around here too long with me, and she's beginning to.
It's rubbing
Think
off.
porch
Rubbing
time.
Amanda has
Getting
some.
too serious.
Amanda has some awesome videos, guys. I'm
Dee,
just
if you
going-
want to come to the U-Picket, come on. We'll take you to the U-Picket.
Yes, that would be so fun.
Yes. You'll love it.
My computer is it's full, and I just have to figure that out.
She just got to clean it up.
Yeah.
She's got to figure out how to get it to let her do what she needs to do because it's over.
Thank you,
It says
Sherry.
it's done.
I will try to be
Okay.
more bold. Thank you, Sherry. I
G-Mo's
appreciate your
Garden.
encouragement.
Says, let's see here. He's talking to Stivers, I guess. Let me know when you get the Egyptian walking onion bulbs. Okay, they must have sent them some.
Yes, thank you, Christy. Sunshine was so cute in the car saying she
I
wasn't,
wasn't
asleep.
asleep.
Yeah.
We want to hear it, Amanda. I will be bold and share things. It was just a very hard video for me to share.
Yeah. So there's something that popped in my head and then it went out again. I'm sorry.
You're tired.
Yeah. We have been
We
really.
started drinking coffee in the afternoon, guys, and I gave
Yeah.
up coffee years ago.
Yeah, they started drinking coffee about 2 o'clock in the evening so they could be here tonight.
Yeah, because we were already sleepy.
The last
And
couple of days we've done that.
yeah.
I made coffee in the afternoon, and I don't really just drink tea.
All right.
Sunshine is a cutie.
Yeah, Dee, you still can message me, I think. I don't know if you have my number or see if you have my number. Go on Facebook and send it to me and we'll see.
Simple Grower, my
I'm not sure if it's
channel
changed.
is Freedom Acres. Because I
Yes.
will be free on my acres once I get some land.
Yes, one of the moderators could put up Amanda's link for her channel.
Yeah, Sherry's drinking coffee for the same reason. I'm drinking water because I plan on going in there and go to bed shortly, but I've still got a video to edit.
I
So
switched to water too.
yeah, I'm hoping to get Patreon out by tomorrow. So if you're on one of our Patreons, we appreciate it. And
What? Oh, yeah.
so we really appreciate y'all being over on Patreon. And there will be a video hopefully out tomorrow. if
Sunshine
nothing
is
happens.
excited. She's excited to move. She's a little sad, but we got to see her grandparents today on a video chat, and so that made her feel a little better. So, but she's gonna make new friends and get used to it, and it'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are excited though to have our own place.
Okay, Dee, I'll talk to you later. All right, so
All right.
she's planning on new adventures,
Yes, new things.
starting with Sunshine meeting new friends. That's one of her biggies.
Oh, Sherry's saying that she likes the doTERRA vitamins. Girl, as good as I eat, I still take them, and I
Yeah.
feel so much better when I do.
Okay, so y'all need to put your prayer request up too. I do know we have quite a few. Danny has a friend, Harry, that is in the hospital going through
Yeah.
some chemo and stuff and radiation.
An Navy SEAL friend of mine.
And then we have Nikki Stanley. She's going through, again, through cancer treatments.
Oh, look, Nadia, all you got to do is put the dry beans in a jar. Don't fill the jar.
Do about this much, maybe a third of the jar.
If you want to see how to can beans
Go over
from
to
dry,
Freedom
I have
Acres.
a
Amanda
video.
has a video on canning.
I
Canning
think
the
I do
beans.
too,
Thanks,
but
Tommy.
I'm not sure. Check out my canning list and check out hers because I know she
Yeah.
has one. I think I do.
I think both of y'all do.
On canning beans.
That's
We
awesome,
can them
Sherry.
dry. You can them dry, right? You don't cook them first.
No, but I soak them overnight first.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I just put mine in and
It helps.
cooked them.
You got several people who send up their prayer requests. Go ahead, you can put them up, guys, for people to pray about.
Yes. I'm trying to think. We've had so many people send us prayer requests. Leslie from Scratch Made Homestead, her mom. Who else? I do know that.
You don't have your list with you.
No, and I'm tired and I can't remember who all sent me messages, but I do remember Leslie for sure.
Quake Lake, Amanda, when and where are you planning to move? So, I have a video on my channel that came out yesterday. We are looking in the area for to purchase some land.
Go watch the video, Sheila.
She said she don't have time. She's got stuff eating her plants.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry,
Take some
Sheila.
time. It's a really good video.
It's a good video. Take your time.
Sheila
Watch it.
had something eat.
I did hear about that. They ate a bunch
Lots
of
of
her
her
plants. Yeah.
So guys, that's part of what's going on between the bugs, the deer, the animals, the worms, the weather.
It's always something, I can tell you that.
It's been different this year. Very different.
Papa Truck says, I have an old military buddy battling with pancreatic cancer. I'm the same way. I got a friend
Who is
battling
military, yeah.
military.
That's okay, Sheila. You're forgiven.
Yeah, she said deer's what got her.
Yeah, deer.
Yeah.
We'll
All
have to
right.
catch
What
up.
are some other good YouTubers who garden in the South, especially Mississippi? Well, you have Homestead Mom. Well, Full House Homesteaders with Homestead Mama. She is in North Mississippi. You have Alderman Farms, which is in Brookhaven, Mississippi.
Sticks.
Home in the Sticks is in Philadelphia, Mississippi. You have 70 Farms.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many gardening videos that she does though.
Sherry
she does a lot of
baking breads
and stuff.
stuff.
Trying to think. I know I'm missing people, and somebody's gonna say, "Wait."
There's tons of them in Mississippi. I can
we
say
have
that.
lots of friends, but when it comes to naming them all,
If y'all know of one, say it in the comments.
Yeah, if y'all know
Yeah.
Mississippi people, tell us because we forgot people. Lou.
Yeah, she's in Mississippi.
Poor Rosie. That is a monster of a zucchini.
Yeah.
4.5 bags.
Jeez, that's
Wow.
really good.
Through my kitchen windows in Biloxi.
Yeah, Mimsie's garden.
Hey.
Mimsie's garden. She's
she's not in Mississippi. Where's she?
Yeah, she's right on the Mississippi-Alabama line.
Okay, and
they're just outside
Fairy Tale Creations.
Yeah, Fairy Tale Creations. But they're more of a crafting. Oh, she is.
Well, she's doing some gardening. Who else?
Oh gosh.
Charlotte's Rub-a-Dub. She's in Mississippi, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Charlotte's Rub-a-Dub.
Como Creek.
She says she's starting her son. Yeah. Como Creek.
Ain't that up around Tylertown or something like that
so.
way?
Where is the best info gardening in Florida? Weather has been crazy. Who is in Florida?
Florida Homesteader.
Yeah.
Aunt Rome, you can't.
I don't know.
You can't grow organically anymore. I mean, that's just the bottom line.
It's very tough to grow organically.
Well, with chemtrails, it's not possible.
It's not possible with chemtrails.
That's just the truth.
Exactly.
I mean, you can try, but you can only do so much.
Who is in the Mississippi-Alabama state line?
Well, that's where Mimsie's at.
Mimsy is,
You
it's
can go
called
over to
Mimsy's
Scratch
Garden.
Made them's on not far from the Scratch Made Homestead.
They're in Alabama, but they're right on the Alabama-Mississippi line, and Leslie's doing great with her garden. So check out Scratch Made Homestead because they're in the general area you're talking about. Even though they're in Alabama, they're close to the line.
Are you yawning too?
Yes.
Yeah,
Somebody told on you.
I know it. I can't help it.
All right, Beulah
Okay.
Land said, I just got my old job back. Pray that I can handle it.
Hollis and Nancy's
Okay.
in Florida now. Yes.
Yes. Grandma Rose is in the hospital.
Grandma
I did not
Rose.
know that. I just had a message
Grandma
from
Rose
her
was just on here.
on
Was
here.
she?
Yeah, because I saw her.
I didn't see
I didn't
her.
know
She
that.
said, I'm a little late getting in here, guys, but hey.
Okay.
Oh.
Grandma Rose is in Mississippi.
Yes, she's not far up here from us.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people. It's
Velvet
just
Angel's about 20 minutes from the Mississippi line.
okay.
See, there's lots of guys in here, and ladies from Mississippi and Alabama, some right here in the edge of Louisiana.
Yeah.
Dry Gulch Farms right across the river from us here in
And
Louisiana.
Gemini Homestead
Gemini Homestead's
is in
in Louisiana. Amanda was from Arkansas, but hopefully she'll be in Mississippi now.
Yeah.
Woohoo. Yes, I'm sorry, Sherry. I can't help it.
Yeah, Sherry, there goes
tried to
Amanda
hide
now. Oh,
And it just happens.
I'm gonna hide my mouth.
okay.
tried,
Rosie
still
said,
don't.
any advice on rendering lard pork? Yes. Very low heat, very slow.
What was
Yeah.
the name of it again? Which one?
What?
Velvet Angel.
Yeah.
What was the name of what?
It depends on what you
Asked.
are
I don't
asking me.
know.
I'm sorry.
All right. Grandma Rose is sending love and prayers. Oh, they're saying they're sending prayers. All right. So Christy Forages is in
IMG.
Louisiana.
I'm sorry, y'all. I started everybody yawning.
Yeah, let's all
Look here.
just have one big yawn and get it over with, so we, okay. All right, we're already 12 minutes after 9. We need
Yes.
to
Pray
have
for
have our
Grandma Rose and all the others. We've got lots of people. I just can't remember everybody that sent me something. So every
crazy.
jar, dry can spoiled. Okay, so
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
did
Something didn't
you?
happen right there.
What
You
were
had
you
to
dry
have
canning?
you had to put the jars in the oven before you dry can and heat them, before you put anything in them.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what you dry canned. If it was flour or something.
Well, and if it was a baking mix that had any kind of milk products in it, that may have been why, because you can't do
you
that.
only dry can flour and beans, am I right?
You can do rice.
And rice.
So it just depends. If you're doing like some kind of mix, that may have been why.
Yeah, it's really iffy when you start dry canning things. I oven can flour,
Well, and a lot of things you can just vacuum seal instead. You don't have to oven can.
but flour I don't.
I don't even know why that's a thing if you have a vacuum sealer.
Yeah, I would make sure my jar is totally 100%
Okay.
dry.
We got to pray tonight.
Okay.
We'll keep talking forever.
Betsy's Homestead.
Okay. Let me get my hat off my head here.
Hello,
All right.
YouTube Yoda.
Our Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for, Lord, it's been one awesome week. It's been a little hot, but we have been blessed with the ability to be able to get so much canned, and we want to thank you for sending Amanda our way to give us a hand. We pray that we're a blessing to her, and as much as she is a blessing to us. And Father, we just want to lift up those tonight that some have said they've just got their jobs back, and they're praying that they can handle it now. And Lord, there's those that are weak, some going through radiation. I have a dear friends that been through radiation now, and maybe even cancer. And then there's lots of other people here who are saying they know people or either have cancer themselves or recovering from cancer. Father, I pray for all of these people, Father. I lift them up before you and ask for healing for their bodies. And Lord, and as they go through the treatments, I ask that you grant them grace and the ability to be able to endure these treatments, Lord, because they're very harsh on the body. Father, there are those that are having problems on their homestead, problems with the weather. It just seems like weather-related issues are just growing in this country, Father. We have a video on Patreon, Father. We pray that you'll bless it about the weather and about problems that people are facing in this country, Lord. And we just ask that the ones that have been struck by the weather, that they will be blessed, Father. you'll renew them. And Father, there are those that are wanting food, but they can't seem to find it or don't have access. And Lord, we pray for those people that they can find a U-Picket place like we have close to us here so that they can stock up, because 2019 really is the turning point, Father, for this nation. As I believe you've lifted your hand off of it. I believe you started several years ago, but I think the full lifting began in 2019. I do believe 2020 and 21 will be very remarkable years for this country as far as struggling years, Father. So we're asking that your blessing be upon our country, our nation, and all the people that live in it, Father, as they try to work their way through what's happening in this country. And Father, I pray for the leaders of our country and our nation that they can draw closer to you, and maybe for some reason you'll stay our country some of the heartache that we've been facing, Father. And for those from the flood victims and the tornado victims and the drought victims, Father, I just pray for all of them. And those where insects have just swarmed the lands and took over everything, I pray for those, Father. Lord, we just want to ask that for those that are having financial issues, that you would, Father, that you'd grant them the resources that they need. And you know, there's always those prayers that are unspoken, and we pray for those because those are the ones that's usually closest to the heart and more precious to the people. Lord, the ones that they can't speak out loud, we ask for those to be answered in a way that will best glorify and edify your kingdom now. We just ask that you go with each and every one of us through the remainder of the night. We ask this in thy name. Amen. Okay.
I'm got to get my eyes adjusted. I can't
Yeah,
see.
Do the canned potatoes get real soft? If you pre-cook them too much, yes, they will. But if you don't, we do ours, was it 5 minutes?
Yes, the ball book calls for 10 minutes. That's one thing I do change is when you're parboiling,
Yeah,
the
pre-cooking, whatever
potatoes,
you'll call it.
to cut the time to 5 minutes instead of 10, because it does almost cook your potatoes, and then time you pressure can them, they are really, really mushy. And by cutting that time to 5 minutes, my potatoes come out still in pieces. Amanda can vouch for this. We still take them out, coat them in oil, and bake them and make fries out of them.
Good.
So
Welcome, Cody.
They're not mushy. Okay, so
Yeah, you can get those crisped up still.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
all right, guys.
We are gonna go. We're gonna
before these women fall asleep on us and make me get sleepy.
Yeah, you're the one that's doing it.
Yeah, we're gonna take and
Yeah, Tim, we're not underwater. We only had water for about 24 to 36 hours. Mississippi is having some flooding, and Louisiana is.
We are on one of the higher hills in Mississippi.
Yeah. So.
Where is it, please?
Sherry's saying she does that with potatoes too.
Cody says he'd like to come tour our homestead with the kids if y'all do tours. Just call it or email us, Cody.
Yeah, email us at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com. We do some tours off and on.
Yeah, Sherry, my brother's in Missouri, and he said it is raining like crazy.
Yeah.
Flooding there too.
Was it Baton Rouge?
Baton Rouge. Most of Baton Rouge, Louisiana is underwater right now.
It was this morning.
And the Atchafalaya Basin, they're probably going to be opening the gates on that, flooding people, and nothing they can do about it.
They're saying most of their family is suffering in Oklahoma.
Most of Oklahoma is a disaster area. Mississippi today was classified as a disaster area in a lot of places.
Yes.
Lou's Northern Home, I would recommend vacuum sealing your dry beans instead of
me too.
Dry canning them.
I would put an oxygen absorber in it and
maybe a moisture absorber in there.
Yeah, moisture absorber. Yeah,
a desiccant and vacuum seal it. I do have dry or vacuum sealing dry beans too.
Okay, so we are gonna get out of here and let y'all go.
Thank you, moderators. You pulled up my slack. I appreciate
it.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Thank you all for helping us tonight, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.